Hello and welcome to this feature interview. I'm Emily Carrier. You may find it harder to find a place to park on campus this year, but that usually means enrollment has increased. Did Emory bring in a larger freshman class? Did we accept more transfer students this fall? Or did it increase due to Virginia Intermont closing their doors down the road? Here to answer all these burning questions is Vice President of Enrollment Management, Dave Voskuhl. Sir, thank you for being here today.
It's my pleasure to be here, Emily.
Well, just to jump right in, sir, what are the final enrollment numbers this fall?
Our final enrollment came in the day before yesterday, and it came in at 1,028 students head count. That's about a 6.2% increase over last year's fall enrollment of 959. And it's almost a 10% increase over 2 years ago. So we're beginning a nice trend in the enrollment growth at Emory and Henry.
Wonderful. Now, is this the first time we have been over 1,000?
I'm going back to try to check the so-called archives to see how long ago it's been, but I suspect at least in my last 7 or 8 year review of the enrollment history, it is the first time we've been over 1,000. So it's somewhat of a milestone, if you will, and we're certainly very excited about that.
Now, break those numbers down, if you will, for me, from freshmen to transfers to former VI students.
Sure. Of course, there's a lot of different cohorts that go into the enrollment, but right away, many people want to know what the first-year student or the freshman class is. This year's first-year student class is 284. That's about an 8% increase over last year's number of 264. I believe that's 8%. Maybe it's 6. I can't remember. And 2 years ago at 245. So that first-year student enrollment has grown significantly too. 284 being one of the largest classes again we've had in recent history. Our transfer student numbers are 75 this year, compared to 51 last year and 24 the year before. Of that 75, 30 of those students are Virginia Intermont students who chose to transfer to Emory and Henry this fall and continue their education with us. So overall, it's been a very productive, I believe, and successful year overall in enrollment development, not only in the overall numbers, but also, of course, in the new students that have chosen to start at Emory and Henry this fall.
If you could characterize this new class in just a few words, what would you call them? What would you say?
Well, having been relatively new to Emory and Henry this year, I don't have a long history of the students that have enrolled. I've looked at their backgrounds a little bit as far as the diversity and the states that are represented. But I think that given the mix with the transfer numbers and the new student numbers, we're getting somewhat of a diversity of students that are attending. Of course, one of our objectives going forward is to continue to look at different pockets where students will come from to kind of diversify not only our students as far as their interests are concerned, but where they come from.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that you'll see more and more students will be coming from different areas and locations that really want to have the Emory and Henry experience as part of their decision.
So you're beginning your career here with a large success, this jump in enrollment. Now, recently there was, you lost a large part of your admissions department to Gardner-Webb University. Talk about your reaction. Maybe why did you lose so many counselors and staff members?
Well, first of all, I didn't start my career this year here. This is my first year in my tenure. This is my 37th year in the profession. So I've had quite a long background in enrollment management and admission and financial aid work. So nothing really surprises me when leadership changes in mid-year. With the departure of the former vice president, of course with the director of admission, oftentimes you'll have some turnover in your staff. That certainly occurred here at Emory and Henry over the summer. With every threat, I guess, there's a great opportunity. And quite frankly, we're very excited about some of the adjustments we've made in our staffing patterns in our enrollment plan to welcome back a full complement of professionals who I feel are going to be top flight. Many of them are graduates of Emory and Henry, and of course many of the students that are currently attending the school are familiar with some of them. But they've been through a training session and a little bit of a new philosophy in enrollment management and what we're doing in recruitment. And so I don't think we've lost a step. In fact, I think we're going to be stronger this year than we were last year in going out into the field and executing our enrollment plan this year at Emory and Henry. A lot of energy, a lot of excitement, and I think, again, many of the students here already know some of those students that have taken positions here, past students that have graduated 3 or 4 years ago that were some of the top students at Emory and Henry. So we've got a good team. We're real excited.
So you've rebuilt your team, you're looking forward. President Schrum has vocalized a want to increase enrollment to 1,200, even 1,400 students. Do you think this is feasible for Emory and Henry in the coming years?
Certainly. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think it was. And I think that's one of the things that, of course, attracted me to Emory and Henry is they have the potential to grow. But I think it's important that the institution and the college grows the right way in a kind of a step-by-step process as you begin to develop your enrollment plan and facilitating the needs of the student. You've made some comments earlier in the broadcast about issues in parking. I'm sure there are some issues in the residence halls as far as room, those types of things. So you have to be a little bit careful how you grow. And we're very sensitive at the executive level, and of course I myself in enrollment management, into assuring that we can grow to continue the viability of the institution and provide some extra resources and activities for the students, but do it in a way where we don't lose the Emory and Henry experience and inconvenience the students in a way that's inappropriate, if you will. But that walk is exciting. And I think the buzz on campus already is evident when you see the parking lot full and the residence halls full. And even though you have to stand in line a little longer to get a piece of pizza, there's a lot of excitement on campus. And I think that's going to bode well as we continue to drive the enrollment up to the 1,250 over the next couple years.
Mm-hmm. Well, that sure is exciting, sir. I appreciate you being here today.
Emily, it's been my pleasure. You've got a really nice setup here. It's a wonderful thing that you're doing and communicating in many of the activities on campus. And anytime, I'd be happy to come back.
Well, we look forward to seeing what the admissions department does in the coming years.
We will keep you posted. Information is out regular on our enrollment drive. And if you want a midterm update, you let me know. We'll provide that for you.
Yes, sir. This has been your EHC-TV feature interview with Vice President of Enrollment Management, Dave Voskuhl. I'm Emily Carrier.